Okay, just gonna go in here and tweak up some stuff in here. I'm not liking how some of the geometry flow is going, so I'm just gonna do a few little tweaks. First thing, I'd like this if this flowed right to there. Then I've got this nasty little triangle when I put this in. This is part of the fearless modeling approach. Boink! There, and now I've got a quad there, and I take this, and maybe I'll just kind of zip from there to there. Done. And I'll just kind of clean this up a little bit. So take this, let's turn off B, and I'll go in dook, dook, dook. Okay, so if I want to get this modeled in a bit more, this sternomastoid cletus type thing here, I can go in and just quickly pull some points around. I can kind of imply the shape in the neck. Okay. Okay, so I got something like that. I can kind of just notice the shape. I can just barely see it. You know, sometimes when you're doing this, it works to actually take this and apply like a blend to it. And actually what I typically do with the blend, come on! There we go. So I grab the blend. The speck bugs me. The hot speck on this thing drives me nuts. So I'm just going to go in. That's why I don't use a blend typically. If I drop the color down, you'll see that I get a bit more of a result of, and you can see it's kind of lumpy here. I can spot things a little better with the speck on. I can see that that shape just isn't quite right. And also I can notice these are pretty hard edges. I'm just going to go and soften the edge. Okay, and then I get a black eye. Okay, so I've got to go in here and tweak up some of this stuff too, but there, my neck's looking a little bit better. Might just go in and quickly grab the move tool. Average that out a little bit. Okay, great. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of imply the shape in here. Grab my move tool. And even if I grab this and pull it forward a little bit. There, just so I got that shape. Take this, maybe move that out a little bit. Okay. And what else is bugging me? Some geometry flow issues. Right up in here, this was bugging me earlier. I was looking at it and I was going, this just is happening too soon. You can kind of see that it's going to help for some creases in here, but I think what I'm going to do is grab the split polygon tool. And how do I want to do this one? If I was to take this up this way, okay, and put the triangle there, book. And then you're gonna go, what the hell's he doing? Take this and I'll collapse that. Take this and I'll delete it. And I'll just take this vertex here and I'll just nudge it up a little bit. There's that one up here. Okay. And then I want to try to get rid of that over here. So, if I go in and I do something like split polygon, book, book, book. Hey, I missed. There. Okay. And got this triangle here. So if I do something like that, now everybody's going to look at this and go, what the hell are you doing? I'm just going to take this thing and I'll get rid of this. Boink. And if I was to take this thing and I just go from here to here to here, boink. And I go and I grab that edge and I delete it. Those are all happy quads. But no one else is going to see it except for me until I grab this. I just go and I hit my relax a couple times. Uh-oh. Here, I'll put on the wireframe so you can see what the hell is going on. Okay, so that's kind of up there a bit. I could have brought it back down a bit lower, but that's giving me my ultimately what I want. And that wireframe off. Okay, I'll tweak that up a bit later. I'm still not 100% sold on, whoops, what I did. But we've got this thing pretty much blocked out in here. I'm just going to go to my side view. I'll make sure that this looks a little bit wacky, so I'm going to grab the move tool and bring this back a bit, bring this one in a bit. And Yeah, I can kind of see the bald spot just isn't, well, or the top of the cranium, rather, not quite working yet. Okay, great. And what else do we have in here? Pull this in a bit. This looks a bit wacky back here. Okay, great. And so what else can we tell from these shots here? This area here doesn't look quite right. What time are we at? 5:44? Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit more sculpting. And paint, sculpt. And I'll make sure I'm on full. Because then I can quickly go in, pull this out, smooth the back. Pull this out, smooth the back. Pull it out a bit, smooth the back. Okay, great. Seeing how that shape's working now. There's something right in here, so I'm going to pull it out and then smooth it back. Okay, so that worked in there nicely. I like that kind of implying a little bit of jaw in there, but I'll just kind of smooth that down a bit. Okay, great. This looks a little bit narrow, so I'm just going to pull it out a bit and smooth it back. There. Okay, and what do we got here in the cranium section? I'll smooth that out a bit. Okay, I'm not sold on that. Don't like that. I might change that afterwards. Take this, make it smoother. Not crazy about how that just worked. That area there, it feels to me like for smoothing this area out and getting a nicer shape or nicer geometry flow, if I just grab all these, and if I take that and I go and I hit relaxo, whoop, whoop, whoop. I like that better. It's keeping the shape. Okay. A little bit funny up top. Okay, great. We're at the 7.5 minute mark. Okay, so there it is. I've blocked out my whole head shape. Hold on a second. I'm still not satisfied. If I just go in, I'll smooth this out a bit. Back in the back of the neck. Okay, great. Just kind of pull this out a little bit. And by the way, if you hold down as a control does the opposite of what it was. So instead of pull, it'll push. So, okay, just trying to get that little bit of trapezius action in here, just to imply that. And I think I'm rather happy with this so far. I'll just hit B. Okay. So there you go. Anything else I want to do? 8:33, so I'm just going to go in here and I'll just isolate this for a second. Something that is bothering me here, as well as the eye. The eye here, this is a big N-gon, right? So what I want to try and do, if I kept it the same top and bottom, it's really easy to go boink. That's in. I'm just going to turn off B so that goes off there. If I added in more, I might have to take this over to the side here, but quickly do this. Okay, great. That's sealed off. And quadded. Take this, kill the history. Feels like it's going a bit slow. We're at the 9 minute mark. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make a mouth sock. Ha! Wouldn't that be great? If I take this and I use the extrude, just take this and pull that up a bit here. It didn't really pull up that well, so I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to grab this edge and down to this edge. Use my move tool, open that up a bit. And we'll worry about that afterwards. I just more or less worried about just getting this open shape here. Okay, great. And I'll just, if I select this edge and I go up and I hold down shift and I select that edge and I go and I hit extrude. I switch from local to global, or I just hit the move tool, whatever I want to do. G, move tool over to here. And maybe I'll just scale this kind of flattish here. Great. Now, there's a couple different ways you can handle this. When you get to here, whoop, take this, I'm going to pull it down, I'll rotate a little bit. Great. Now, typically when you start going down the throat area here, you can just take this whole area and you can find some way to seal it off, or you can take it down like one more. Book. Go in and extrude. Switch from local to global, pull it down over this way. Okay, but I want to seal this off somehow, so I'm just going to go and grab the append polygon tool. Boom, there. Okay, great. And I'll hit enter. And I'll just go in here and quickly grab this edge, and I'm just going to go and hit fill hole. Great. I just grab my split polygon tool and see what I can do to clean this up really quick. Okay, and then this one here, I'll take that over here. Why didn't that work? Oh, it's because I'm on the inside here. There. And if I take this and I missed there, and I'll just take this and put it over to here. Great. So that's the mouse sock, and I'm going to call this done because I'm running out of time here. We're at the 11-minute mark, and I'll do another one.